Oh yeah, whatever happened? Did you get rid of, like, did you throw her out? No, okay.
Throwing her out after last night would not have been a fucking good idea. It would have made things
Probably been more of a headache.
I almost said it, bro. I almost said it.
It's not worth it. She made her choice.
See, that's where, like, listen, I know you have your own crews and shit.
That's why it's
but
not worth it.
that's where it, like, that's where it gets so.
It would have got so toxic.
That's where it gets so, like, weird in a sense, because it's like, okay, there's CG, there's Hydra, there's Street Team, and I know, like, nobody will ever go to war with one another, but it's just situations like that. It's just, it just becomes weird.
Want to know something personal that I believe, which is why I disagree with a lot of what she said. You know how she, like, said, like, she felt like Hydra had too many people, so she went to go hang out with an extra branch of you know, Chang Gang, or Street Team.
Yeah.
I'll be real, Vinny.
Why would she even say that?
And I think, I think you can agree with this, bro. Chang Gang can have 8 members, and they'll bench you every single day of the week. You're never gonna go hang out with anybody else because Chang Gang is your fucking family to that.
That's literally labeling herself as a flopper.
I right now I could get benched every single day, bro. Like, my family is my family. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, that's very odd.
Extended family. I'm not gonna go to an extended family and make my excuse. Oh, there was too many of us. No, I'm gonna make it work. Like, somehow, somewhere, whatever the case is, I'll have family talks, whatever you want to say. I'm not leaving my family because there's too many of us.
I mean, I'll be real. I don't agree with what she said about that, because it was never about Hydra. It was about Flippy.
I mean, think about it. That's just like saying, okay, well, I'm gonna get benched with CG. I'm gonna go fucking chill with the Mandem now. I'm gonna go do things with the Mandem. It's like basically you're flopping on your own crew.
Yeah, and then you're gonna hang out with the Mandem mostly. And then when the CG comes up to you, what's going on? Oh, there's too many.
Chad, and this is what I'm talking about. Why it gets weird with all these other branches of gangs. This is why I say it always gets weird when you branch off with Hydra and Street Team.
And that's the part
if they're part of a family, it should just be CG and that's it.
Again, it doesn't bother me
because this is where it gets weird.
I swear to God, it doesn't bother me. If people want to leave, if people don't want to hang out with us, it's your choice. You know, people have walked away from us. It's up to them. We're gonna keep doing us. We have our main crew. You know, me and Mario have been riding together for a long time. That ain't changing.
Yeah, and this is like this is the one thing I have an issue with, and I've always said it. So it's weird in a sense because, right? So Mari's stated that she's basically, there's too many people in Hydra. There's not much for her to do, so she's going to have a Street Team. Now, can you consider that like her flopping? Yes, but can you really? Because at the end of the day, everybody is CG. So it's like, this is
it's not flopping. That's not
no,
flopping.
but my main issue, yeah, it is in a sense, Miguel, because like she told Flippy, there's too many people in Hydra, so I'm gonna go to Street Team. In my eyes, and I'm just going to be real with y'all, I get that you have your own crews and you do your own thing. This is the main reason why it should be just CG in the aspect of, because of look what's going on, what's happening.
Yeah, I mean,
you understand?
The truth that just comes down to, that's the problem, where there's just way too many CG around. Like, and labeling like 30 members CG is what ends up causing that, though, right?
100%, but like I said, I just don't want it to get weird in the sense of like what like you just said about the whole shit that she said.
So my question though, when you see the reason, I'll be honest, and I fucks with them. I don't hope this comes out the wrong way, right? But we gave Jalen a CG chain. So what happens between Jalen now picking between Street Team or CG?
Exactly.
What happens one day if you know, Brandy gets pissed off at Bleach and shoots Bleach? What is Jalen gonna do?
Well, that's my point, and that's why I said the same thing to y'all with Hydra. God forbid, say Bogo shoots Randy down, and then what happens to you guys? You know,
Bogo's dead.
Bogo's dead, no question.
I know that without a doubt.
Yeah, but then you would have to, like, you know, I expect obviously Jalen to react the same way, but this is what I'm saying. Why do we? So this might come out bad, but this is what I'm trying to say is, why do we need that added tension? You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, why is that added tension need to be there? That we have to be put, that you boys have to be put in a situation like that. That's where it gets.
I mean, I think that's why Flippy's always pushed the whole Hydra Gang's not a gang is because that's what he wanted to avoid, right?
I mean, obviously the last couple of days I've been saying it's a thing or whatever. Because honestly, there's like 30 people that we roll with in the mornings, but I tried to engrave in everyone's heads that Hydra wasn't a thing because it just I didn't want to push it into as a different group. You know?
Yeah.
It was just our morning crew, and if it ever came down to it, like these motherfuckers have to respect that I'm CG, and they do. That's why Miguel, even when he was technically HOA, Miguel showed all respect to CG.
Of course,
Susie knows damn well that she better show CG respect. If not, she's gonna have problems too.
Of course,
All these motherfuckers that I ride with in the morning, they know to respect CG. I am gonna be CG no matter what. And if they don't respect that, then that's their problem. If CG comes after them, then that's on them.
So the way I want you to look at it, right? This is my outlook on it. God forbid. I know this will never happen. Okay. How long do you know Susie for, right?
Over 2 years.
And she's a great friend. She's amazing, right? And you love everything about her.
Hell no, we don't know.
Not everything, though.
Barely.
Jay, let me call you right back, or do I have to just join the group? And what's going on?
No, I just want to let you know that we're getting shit ready. So.
All right, yeah. Let me call you right. Let me call you right back.
Okay.
All right. So here's my take on it. Right? Why can't I get out of this car? God forbid if any, and you are really close with Susie, right? She does a lot. Now, my look on it is this. You've been CG for about a year, right? You became a full CG member for about a year now. You have a longer relationship with Susie. Say if I was like, you know what, Flippy, fuck Susie, I'm over her. Like, some shit just happened really bad. Now, I'm an OG CG member. If I tell you this, like, Flippy, straight up, I don't want you to have nothing to do with Susie anymore, right? Is that right of me? No. Right? But then what would you do? Would you cut off all ties with Susie and, like, not fuck with her ever again?
See, that's not even a question you should ask.
But the thing,
that literally will never happen.
I get it, but
that's like saying
you can't really say that though, right?
But you don't know. But you just don't do that as a boy, because that's like saying, what if Ramee told the entire CG just like, even though you guys are all close to Claire, just don't talk to Claire. Ramee knows himself, like he doesn't like I've talked to him a lot about this. Ramee knows that he himself doesn't fuck with the angels, and he hates that everyone is friends with them, but he's never gonna tell people not to hang out with them.
No, I get that, but like I said,
context matters on what you're saying, Vinny, as well.
So here's the deal. Say
she fucks up.
But would it be worth throwing that relationship that you built with Susie for so many years away? That's where the confusion.
Of course it does. Yes.
Okay.
Because Vinny, like I told you, everyone I roll with in the morning, they fucking know where I stand and they respect the shit out of CG, man. Bro, Susie is not changing, but she will do anything for a CG member.
Of course.
She will die for a CG member because she knows where I stand. She knows these two are CG too.
I just don't want anything to happen like that. I'm just looking at the worst case scenario type deal. Like, I don't want to ever see anything happen like that. That's the reason. Like, I'm just going to the worst case, you know, like, God forbid. I would never ever want to put somebody in a position like that. It would be the shittiest fucking thing.
That's never gonna happen, but you're putting it into like Miguel said. I think context is key in what she did.
Yeah.
And someone like you, Vinny, for you to ever say something about Susie, if you felt that way, she probably fucked up big time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, what happened.
But then, I just don't want ever anybody to feel in that awkward position if, God forbid, something would happen like that, that you would actually have to cut off somebody that you build a long-term relationship with. Like, that's where it just gets, like, that's, like, the worst case, and that's why I'm like, I don't want to ever fucking see that, ever.
I'll be honest with you guys. I feel like, here's my whole outtake on this situation, right? And I've been watching from afar and not caring about it, because listen, no matter what I say, I'm going to come across as biased to Flippy, right? Because Flippy's my boy. So everything I'm saying is probably going to get spun back on me, so I don't really say shit. But I'll be completely honest with you. I know we're just shooting the shit, but I think this should be the last of it. I don't think we should ever talk about this again, because...
Chad, you got to look at it in that aspect, though, Chad.
And you're right, it's going to end up causing like some weird divide.
You got to look at the worst case scenarios, because that's why Vinny has always had an issue when there's like so many smaller families involved with CG, you know?
No one should be talking shit about each other, and we just need to wait. Listen, I think that on both sides last night, from listening to it, I think that both people explain shit really wrong. And I think that ultimately, if Flippy fixes shit with Jalen, then that's good. And
Nobody
then
creepy. I
whatever happens
never
between
turned on
Mario and
her
Flippy,
creepy.
I mean, that's what happens, right? But as long as there's still that somewhat respect, and it is what it is. But I think we just gotta bring it back to basics and just leave it be.
Yeah.
And over time, the shit'll be good, and it won't say anything.
All right, let me get my final ads.
All right, let's get it going. Chat, it's
I don't
saying
know, man. It's such a sticky point, man. It's like both feel some type of way, and regardless of what you say, someone's gonna be wrong.
yeah, no, everybody's gonna have
hurt
this.
someone's
There's some
feelings
yeah,
regardless.
everybody's gonna have hurt feelings no matter how you look at it.
Yep.
Chat, the way I look at it, chat. So this is the way I look at it, right? How long has Flippy, Mario, and Miguel been together? Right? They've been together forever, right? They've been okay. So let's put Mario and Flippy together. Okay, this is what I want you to look at, right? Mario is a full CG member, also a full Hydra member, right? Say if Mario really fucked up in CG, and everybody wanted him out of CG. Okay, he's done with CG. He's done. Like, he really fucked up bad. We're cutting him off. Like, we want nothing to do with him anymore. How is that gonna sit with Flippy when we tell Flippy, yo, Flippy, Mario's out of CG and we want nothing to do with him anymore? What if Flippy continues that relationship with Mario in Hydra Gang, and that relationship still continues in Hydra Gang? Meanwhile, we told him we want him to have nothing to do with him. Is it right for us to say that to Flippy? You know what I'm saying? It just gets super awkward, right? Because just to say, like, if God forbid he would ever fuck up that bad, we throw him out of CG. Where is Flippy's stance with him, with Mario in Hydra? And then where's Flippy's loyalty to CG and what he's going to do with Mario? It's just like, that's why, like I always said, there's always going to be an issue when when we have multiple sectors of CG, you know, with Hydra, Street Team. It gets crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I say. We have to go make shit.
Okay.
Can you grab the nickel buckets?
Yo, Element, nobody's terrible at mediation, you dumb fuck. Okay, I'm just trying to. I come up with the worst scenarios. It's called playing devil's advocate, and nobody's trying to mediate. Nobody's trying to do anything. It's the thing that follows me, and I keep saying in my head that this is the problem when you have too many off branches of CG. When you have Street Team, when you have Hydra Gang, this is exactly what happens. Nobody's sitting here trying to fucking mediate. It's the factual things of what can occur, and then putting people in a situation like that, and then what do you do about it? Nobody's trying to mediate at all.